get it. There are days when you wake up already tired. Not physically, but deep inside. The kind of tired that comes from trying again and again and not seeing results. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're showing up, you're putting in effort, and still, it feels quiet. Too quiet. No praise, no recognition, just silence. If that's where you are right now, I want you to know something. You're not weak for feeling this way. You're human. We've all felt that moment where we wonder if any of this even matters. You know what's crazy? Most people don't quit because they fail. They quit because they get tired of feeling invisible. They quit because progress doesn't clap back. They quit because no one is cheering them on. And that's exactly why staying matters. Here's the part nobody tells you. The most important work you'll ever do is the work nobody sees. The late nights, the early mornings, the quiet decisions to try one more time. Those moments don't look impressive. They don't make good highlight reels. But they build something solid inside you. Something real. Right now, it might feel like everyone else is moving faster, like they figured something out that you missed. Social media makes it worse, doesn't it? Everyone looks like they're winning. Everyone looks confident. Everyone looks ahead. But what you don't see are their doubts, their restarts, their fear of falling behind. Comparison steals your focus, and focus is everything. Most people get stuck here. They start measuring their journey against someone else's timeline. And that's dangerous, because your path was never meant to look like anyone else's. Your pace is not a failure. It's just your pace. And this might surprise you. Feeling lost doesn't mean you're off track. Sometimes it means you're in transition. Growth feels uncomfortable because it asks you to let go of who you used to be before you fully become who you are meant to be. That space in between is awkward. It's quiet, and it's necessary. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep moving. One step, one decision, one honest effort at a time. That's how momentum is built, not through big dramatic changes, but through small, consistent ones. Wait, it gets better. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're training your future self. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you're building trust with yourself. And self-trust is powerful. It changes how you walk into rooms. It changes how you handle pressure. It changes how you see setbacks. Here's something I want you to really sit with. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your habits. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. And habits are built in the boring moments. The moments when quitting feels reasonable. The moments when nobody would blame you for stopping. This is where everything changes. When you stop waiting to feel ready. When you stop waiting to feel confident. Confidence is built after action. Nobody starts confident. They start scared. They start unsure. They start anyway. Think about how many times you've already survived things you thought would break you. Seriously. There were moments you didn't think you'd make it through. And yet, here you are. Breathing. Still trying. Still listening. That tells me something about you. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to keep going. Fear doesn't disappear when you're doing the right thing. It just stops controlling you. Let's talk honestly for a second. There will be setbacks. There will be days you mess up. Days you fall back into old habits. That doesn't erase your progress. It's part of it. Growth is not a straight line. It's messy. It's uneven, and it's still worth it. Most people give up right before something shifts. Right before the breakthrough. Right before the lesson clicks. And I know you've heard that before, but it's true for a reason. Persistence compounds. Quietly. Slowly. Then suddenly, you don't need validation from the world to validate your effort. You don't need permission to take your own dreams seriously. You don't need approval to keep going. You just need a reason that matters to you. Ask yourself this: if you quit today, how will you feel 6 months from now? Not relieved for a moment, but honestly. Will you feel proud, or will you feel like you abandoned yourself? And here's the part nobody expects. When you keep going long enough, you change. The struggle doesn't disappear, but you handle it differently. What once felt overwhelming starts to feel manageable. What once scared you starts to feel familiar. That's growth. You become someone who doesn't panic at discomfort. Someone who understands that progress often feels boring before it feels rewarding. Someone who knows that consistency is a form of self-respect. Look around your life for a second. Everything meaningful takes time. Relationships, careers, health, confidence. None of it happens overnight. And yet, we're so hard on ourselves when we don't see instant results. Be patient with yourself. You are learning. You're allowed to rest. Just don't quit. There's a difference. Rest is part of the process. Quitting is walking away from your potential. And you didn't come this far just to stop now. If no one has told you lately, I'm proud of you for still trying, for still caring, for still wanting more for yourself. That matters, even when it doesn't feel like it. One day, you'll look back on this version of yourself, the one who felt unsure, the one who felt tired, the one who kept going anyway. And you'll be grateful you didn't give up. So keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Keep choosing growth over comfort, even when it's quiet, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. Because the future you is watching, and they're counting on you. If this message hit you, comment iron below. This channel isn't for everyone, only for those who choose discipline over comfort. Subscribe if you re one of Tim. I'll see you at the top.